Losing track of days, but obviously pace is what you expect, and camp has gone as expected so far.
Guys are buzzing right now. Guys, it shows all the work everybody put in the summer and how kind of everybody's mindset and excitement is just ready to go for tomorrow.
Everything happens so fast. It itchy to get practice or stop practicing and get into games.
I'm sick of the conditioning, that's for sure already. So, yeah, no, it's I'm excited to get back playing games. It's been, of course, 6 months or however long it's been since our last game. So just it's the reason why we play is to play the game we love and play in those game-like situations.
How do you try to use the season, Brady?
For me, it's all about just getting, conditioning and my game kind of in the right spot. I'm not looking to, get all these touches and points on the board. I'm looking just to make sure, legs, lungs are good, and to be honest with you, kind of doing things I wouldn't really be doing in, in regular season games. Just, making sure it's hard to explain kind of the mindset going into a preseason game because, of course, you want to leave it all out there and make sure you're conditioned, but you also know that there's a regular season ahead. So it's all about getting to the details right away individually and just being in the right spots. I think that's a big focus for me is getting the right spots, and so it's just natural when it comes to regular season.
How do you look at your depth as a forward group that you get Kubalik and Tarasenko, and you start to look at your top line? All of a sudden, it's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Compared to where maybe you guys have been in the past.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely missing one right now with Pince, and hopefully that gets all figured out. We miss him, and of course, he knows that we got his back and stuff like that. So hopefully that gets done first, and I mean, I think top to bottom, forwards, D, goalie, we have the best depth that we've had since I've been here, and yeah, it's the hunger that I'm most excited for. Everybody's hungry. Everybody just wants to get on the ice together and get going. It's been fun to be a part of, that's for sure, and yeah, we're definitely the most excited group that I've been a part of.
You mentioned Shane Pinto, and you went through this a couple of years ago. Do you have advice for him on how tough it is to watch from afar as all your buddies are getting together for camp and you're not part of it? Like, I'm sure that was really hard for you, right?
It's tough, yeah. For me, there were some tough days, but I knew I had the support of my teammates, back here, and I knew kind of that they knew that it's an opportunity to take care of family in your future. So he knows that we have his back, and that once he does get back, hopefully it's sooner than later, that he'll be ready to go and just be kind of thrown in right into the fire. So hopefully it gets done soon, but yeah, I think the big message is that we have his back no matter what.
He's been a champion, Jake Sanderson's. Anytime you've asked about him over the summer, like, do you think is there an offensive side to him that is yet to be unlocked as he continues to evolve and get more comfortable?
I mean, his first year is just so dynamic that, I mean, if you ask him that question, he could probably say everything, but I mean, he's just so good at every skill, and but with saying that, not everybody's a master of one thing. So everybody, I know his mindset. He's one of the most driven guys I've ever been a part of, and it's contagious. Whether it's his second year, I see it and I want to match that too, and try to be the hardest worker. So it's just that quality he has of no matter who you are on the team, he's going to push you to get the best out of us.
He's on the ice, like off the ice. Where do you see kind of those examples of the drive?
Yeah, well, he's a machine on and off, so it's nonstop. I mean, it starts in the gym and it shows on the ice. So there's definitely, I mean, you can look at him in all aspects and learn something from him even already. So that's a great quality in him, and kind of the intangible that he's dialed in 24/7.
Just ask you, there seemed to be a lot of excitement yesterday with Michael Landlau. You got a chance to kind of sit down with him. Just wonder what your thoughts are.
Yeah, well, we were hoping, just talking with a group of us to go up there and kind of be, just watch for a little bit. But of course, our schedule on the ice of the Sensplex didn't allow it. But I mean, you guys saw it. You guys, saw how, he carried himself and how it's kind of what he was saying. I watched it last night. What he was saying is exactly who he is. It's all about community, the fan base, and everyone being together, and just shows how much he wants to win, and top to bottom to have everybody with the same mindset, same goal. It's the excitement for the whole group, the whole city. It's definitely awesome.
One of the things you stated pretty clearly, Brady, is that you'd like to have Daniel Alfredson back in here. You've spent time with Daniel Alfredson. How much does it mean to have guys like that around?
Yeah, I think just whenever you have former players around and kind of sharing their love for the game with us, but also their experiences that they've learned throughout their careers, it's it's almost like an X factor, and something that whenever you can get that, it's experiences or just talk with Alfie. For me, it's just trying to be a sponge, and he had such a great career, and it shows not only in the Hall of Fame, but just how he implemented himself in the Ottawa community as well. It's something for sure I look up to, and if that were to happen, I think it'd be the best thing not only for this team, for this group, but for the whole city itself too.
A little different for you, obviously, this.
Yeah, a little different, but it's been going well. I think everyone here has made me feel right at home, so it's been a pretty easy transition thus far, and looking forward to getting in some game action and really just continuing to get to know everyone a little better.
Obviously, a little bit of a change of direction here for you in terms of coming in on a PTO mindset. What's that like for you?
Hasn't changed a whole lot mindset-wise. I think you come in here, and I think every camp throughout the course of my career, you want to come in and have a good showing and get your legs under you and get some touches. I think this go around, obviously, I want to get to know everyone too and get to know everyone better and better as camp goes on. So thus far, it's felt good. It's it's only been 3 days, but like I said, looking forward to getting in some game action.
When you're in one place for such a long time, how much of an adjustment is that to, go somewhere different, because everything kind of, when you're in that place, you're used to everything when you're in one place.
Yeah, you definitely are. It's an adjustment at the same time. I think a little bit refreshing. I think it's a different routine, different schedule, different city, obviously. My wife and kids are still back in Long Island right now. So for me, it's been, pretty easy to just focus and get ready day by day and take care of your body and get ready for the next day.
I'm sure you had some options as to a camp you could go to. Why Ottawa? What did you like about this?
Well, I think my relationship with DJ and Cappy, knowing Hammer and G, talking to all them, I think it was, for me, it felt like the right situation. And I'm hopeful it works out. I think, still got to go out and perform and play well, but I'm looking forward to that challenge.
When you've never been through that before, what's that like? Like the PTO situation,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, honestly, it hasn't felt a whole lot different. The guys have been very welcoming. It's been fun getting to know them, and I really, like I said before, I truthfully haven't really changed my mindset. It's just come in here. I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure on myself. I just want to come in and put my best foot forward and see what we can make of it.
Clearly feel like there's lots of hockey left in you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say lots, but we'll see how long. Obviously, I love playing this game and want to play it as long as I can, and it starts here in training camp, so I'm really not looking too far ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Ben.
Having played against G for so many years, is it something refreshing about getting to play with him, or more satisfying?
Yeah, it's obviously a lot of battles being in the same division for a lot of years. We got to know each other quite a few years ago. Obviously play against each other a lot, and then we ended up on a couple vacations in the same place. So we got to know each other through that. But it's been fun. Him getting to know him a little better, and obviously all the guys like I touched on. It's been a lot of fun.
What do you like about being around this group?
Yeah, it's different for sure. It's a young, talented group. I feel like they're hungry to do well, and for me, that's it's kind of being one of the old guys, I guess you could say, is something that I'm going to embrace, and it's been fun. So just keep taking it day by day.
The rivers run so deep. Have you ever played with Claude in the international tournaments or anything?
No, not internet. No.
They run deep though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
6
definitely.
degrees of separation.
When would you play? When did the last time you played with Travis?
Travis, I think we played 7 or 8 years together. We were drafted the same year in this building, actually. 08. Yeah.
08. Yeah, 05 was actually downtown.
Yeah. So it's we've known each other for quite a while.
And there's good opportunity here too to help a young team, right, with some leadership and like they had a void when they lost Derek Brassard, I think, and you can help fill that void.
I hope so. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not. I don't make the decisions. I'm just going to come in and control what I can control, and that's going to be my plan all year long.
What's it like when you come in working with new line mates, new team? Everything is a little bit new for you. What have the last kind of 2 days been like for you?
I mean, I had that experience before in Rangers, kind of same thing, but it's different from beginning of the season, and everybody been very nice and friendly. Everybody been very helpful, and it's been very smooth. My teammates helped me a lot, and all the staff members are incredible. They did a lot for me, and now it's easy. You can just only focus on hockey.
You're a left shot. Do you have a preference? I know that they usually play on the right side, but do you personally have a preference on which wing that you?
I play right all my life.
Yeah.
Like I never play left, but I can try left. We'll see. Sometimes in a game you end up in a different situation. So, I mean, it's nice to try something new and good to see how it goes.
For you, it's always easier with the one-timer, right? Being on your.
During the game, you switch positions. Depends how a team play. I find out like here they use push to pace a lot too, so you end up on the left side eventually, and vice versa on the right side from the other side. So it's not really. I think the hardest part probably the exits. It's different approach to the puck when puck is on the wall, but I think it's doable.
Seems like you and Josh Norris getting along on the ice and such. I just wonder what the chemistry's been like, just meshing with him and some other your teammates.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to help Josh and Drake. Trying to get used to each other. They are really nice guys, really fun and friendly, and we always talk about enjoying our time. I said it before in St. Louis and in New York and here now. Like, you have to enjoy the game. You have to be happy when you play and be happy for your teammates, and that's what we try to create here.
What was your first impressions of the city? Like, it's the years in St. Louis, we'd probably be in and out quickly. You come to the rink out in the West End, but to spend a little more time in Ottawa. What have you thought of the whole area?
We live in a kind of similar area in St. Louis, a lot of neighborhoods and shorter drive. My older son here with me, so it's nice, don't have to drive him for a long time to practices. It's only like 7 minutes. So it's been nice and peaceful, and I like it.
What are your first impressions? I know you've been going through some of the skating groups earlier, but as training camp progresses here, what are your impressions of this team?
I think this team have a lot of fast players, a lot of skilled players too, and a lot of young guys who've been here since day one.
Yeah.
And I think they really take pride of playing for Ottawa, for the city. And I think one of the reasons I come, I believe that there's a possibility to do the next step, and the team is capable of it. And it's been a couple hard-working days, but it's fun work. You have to learn how to work hard and have fun, and also set your goals very high for a season. So it's been very exciting so far, and looking forward to the season.
You're getting a pretty good impression that this team, this group of players, likes to have some fun too.
I feel like these guys mature a lot during the years, and will be more than happy to share my experience, what I had in my life, how to win, and with everything what connected to hockey, and just try to win as much games as possible, go to playoffs, and try to win the cup. I think there's, like I said before, you have to set your goals high and just chase your dreams.
Are you, some of those experiences, are you able to share? Josh Norris was going through kind of some of the stuff you've gone through with the shoulder, that you can maybe talk him through, that there is another side, that you can come out of this and still be a very effective and good player in this league?
I mean, if you look back on my story, there is way more stuff behind the scenes what people don't know, and everybody just talking about it. I think biggest advice is just find the guys you work with, believe them, believe in yourself, and focus on their process, because the rehabs are hard after injuries, and there's a lot of stuff in your mind, but only what happened, and it's just very important to leave the noise outside and just trust people you can trust, and just work on yourself.
Day two or day 3 in the books?
3.
Day 3 in the books. Yeah, thank you. Day 3 in the books. Things have gone according to plan.
Yeah, obviously, no one's hurt. We haven't scrimmaged until the third group today a little bit. but we've got a lot of our systems and things out of the way. We have 8 exhibition games to get those down, so we'll use those as our scrimmages per se, leading off with these back-to-back against Toronto here tomorrow and the next day.
What do you want to see in these exhibition games?
Just slowly get better every game. I think at this point in this stage, compete level is something I expect every night. Now it's details, and I mean, there are some new things we've implemented, so it's going to take a little bit, but every game get a little bit better with our details, regardless of who's playing, whether it's penalty kill, power play, every system. I mean, the first couple, you're getting some young guys in there, that may or may not go back to junior, that deserve games, and then after that, we'll slowly start looking a little bit more like our team as we go.
How do you think you might use your goalies here in these 2 games?
Berkey's given me a list. Obviously, that's something that will, depending on how they feel and what have you, will come and go. Forsey will go tomorrow for the 2 o'clock, and then Sogi will go in Toronto the next night, and Corpy's likely to go to Montreal following that. So, but that can change. I mean, if there's any kind of issue with health or whatever, we've got lots of guys. We'd like to get Marilyn a look. We'd like to get Mando a look. So lots of guys will get lots of looks.
When you were saying, I think before I talked about the camp, you were thinking that guys might go full games, right, instead of the half and a half split.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how they feel, but I just, I think thinking about it, players play the full game, and it's not. I think a lot of times the half game is to get a certain guy in, or share it maybe between 2 young guys. Forsey's been off a long time, and I think he's looked forward to getting in there. We'll see how he feels, and if he doesn't feel great, we'll shorten it. But the plan is right now that he'd play the whole game.
Just on Norris, is that
today was his best day when it comes to, he played in that little scrimmage there at the end. He's been involved in plenty of battle, and it's just a comfortable thing. He's as close as he's been here.
Brady described Jake Sanderson as a machine. I'm wondering, early on, you're already seeing the added strength and quickness that he would have been spending the summer working on?
Well, that comes with it. The fact that his conditioning and his strength is there is superb in that level. I think the biggest thing about Jake is the details to his game. As a kid, I grew up watching Nick Lidstrom. And, after talking to anyone around Nick, he loved the details of the game. It didn't get boring to him. That's made him, I don't know about smarter than everyone, but he constantly just played the right way. And I think Jake is one of those guys that wants to do the little things right. He wants to know how to do the little things. So not only is it, about points and assists, and it's just doing it right all the time. And, what you see from a young guy like him is he's far ahead of his age.
Just how do you kind of expect to in the next few days with those exhibition games, and where do you kind of see the battle lines when you're on here?
Well, obviously with Pence not here, and then you've got that area right now that you're looking at guys, and you've got guys at the depth part of your roster. You look at a guy like Chartier, who played really well, and then got hurt, or else he would have finished the year with us. Highmore has come over, has looked really good, skates, he can penalty kill. And with the amount of injuries that happen in the NHL today, you've got to be prepared at some point, probably 10 defensemen, and you're looking at 14, 15 forwards at some point. So, whether they start here or not, these exhibition games are going to dictate who's the first guy up, and a lot of times the first guy up never goes back.
Can I ask you about Josh Bailey, too?
I think Josh is much like the Derek Brassard in the fact that he's played 1,000 games. He can help our guys off the ice. He can fill in on every line. He's a career 5.3, I think, penalty killer, PK per 60, which is elite. He's a power play guy. He's played with top lines. He's played down the lineup. He's been around a lot, and he's played in games where our guys want to go. And we'll see how he looks throughout these exhibition games. But it's his maturity, and as the games become more important, older players, sometimes guys that have been around, they know how to take care of the puck. They know how to win games, and I think that's what Derek Brassard did for us last year, and we're hoping that he maybe can be that for us.